James Roberts, the Truth Teller here, reporting for Newscaller.com. I have some breaking news in the city of San Bernardino. You're watching the IE Quick Hit. Alright everybody, if any of you have been following this story for approximately 10 days, there was a Rialto High School basketball coach that was shot in the city of San Bernardino. Let me just recap the story for you. Apparently Mr. Steve Johnson was in the city of San Bernardino on the north part of town. He decided he wanted to go all the way on the south side of town to the Costco to get gas. As he was en route to the Costco, apparently Mr. Johnson had to use the restroom really bad. So he stopped at Succumbee Park, which is in the middle of the city. Well, as Mr. Johnson was approaching the restroom, he wasn't able to make it, so he relieved himself at a tree. He then walked back to his car, got in, and guess what? He was approached by a male black with a handgun, which time he was asked to give up his wallet. He did not, and he was shot. Now, I just want to give a shout out before we even get started to all the volunteer citizen journalists out there who have been providing me information to get the story out. Well, I have this story last week, approximately anywhere from 7 to 10 days. Now this is going to be breaking. It's a detail that has been missing throughout this whole story. Now, do not approach me and ask me who my source is, but I can tell you this right now. It is not, and I repeat, it is not a person within the San Bernardino Police Department that leaked this information. So it's not from the PD. Here it goes. Oh, and by the way, I vetted this individual and I trust this person 100%. There is no reason for this person to fabricate this story. Apparently, Mr. Johnson had approximately $1,400 on him when he went to this park. Now, if anyone knows this park, it is gang infested. There's a lot of male prostitution going on there. In addition, there's drugs. So now the story starts to unfold a little bit better. Now, I'm sure you, just like I, could care less what Mr. Johnson does on his spare time. It's not my business. He's a grown man to do whatever he wants to do. But under the circumstances with the city of San Bernardino in bankruptcy, the police department is extremely short-staffed. If Mr. Johnson misled the PD and put them on a rabbit trail, which will eventually never be solved, it's unacceptable. Because the resources, if you've been reading any of the pieces in San Bernardino Sun in regards to the elderly home invasion robberies, those assets could have went over to the detectives in that division, in the robbery division, to have some closure for the families in regards to these home invasions. Now there's a few moving parts on the backdrop to this story. With the Rialto Unified School District, if a lot of you know, they have a lot of scandals going on right now. So it's nice for them to deflect from their scandals and push this story of Mr. Johnson out there. In addition, Assemblywoman Brown, Democrat of San Bernardino, has also issued a statement on this. Check the link out below on this video and you'll be able to get her statement. But guess what, folks? She's a gun grabber. And we all know they use these crises to push their agenda. Unacceptable. So in conclusion, there's only several options Mr. Johnson had, in my opinion. One, he's truly a victim and he just wants this story to go away. He's embarrassed and he's just done with it. And that's his right. Number two, there's more to this story and he does not want it coming out because it will tarnish his legacy as the coach over for Rialto Unified School District. Or three, he knows who actually committed this crime on him and to have some type of retribution on a personal level. So if you have any other further information on this, hit me up on the email below on the screen. My name is James Roberts. I'm the Truth Teller. Peace.